Hello, today I will be showing y'all how to get Pokemon Box and Colosseum bonus disc working on your modded Wii. I want to preface that this is not a how to mod your Wii guide. If you want to mod your Wii, I highly recommend Funky Scott 47 on YouTube. He has a wonderful explanation on how to get your Wii modded, plus how to put games, including the GameCube line, of course. Please go check him out. Also, huge credit to Chrono Cross Fangirl 2002 for providing video evidence, and Bob MC Jr. for providing the guide on how to get these games functioning. With all that said, please enjoy the guide. Before we get started, I want to emphasize on some prerequisites that you will be needed in order to complete this. You will need a modded Wii. I'm going to be assuming you have Pokemon Box and Pokemon Colosseum bonus disc added onto that modded Wii, a GameCube controller, and since you modded a Wii already, you should already have a USB to SD card reader and the application Docker downloaded onto your PC. I highly recommend getting these situated first before even attempting this, especially Docker, which we will come back to momentarily. Assuming you have the prerequisites done, we can now safely commence. I will first be I will first read the guide Defeating the Evolution by Bob MC Jr. as we need the files from there for most of the work, so make sure to grab the required files from it as I'm circling over here on the desktop. These files are pretty important, so yeah. After getting these files onto your computer, you will first make sure that your Docker is running and working properly. To ensure it is working, type out the prompt on your Windows terminal, Docker run hello world. Make sure to have your Docker running in the background, or else the code will not work. But if so, and if successful, you should get a hello back. If you get an error, make sure to stop what you're doing and get that taken care of first. If this image pops up when opening Docker, you'll most likely need to open your BIOS firmware to enable the virtualization option. Assuming everything is up and running, we will continue.
Okay, now we're back into the defeating devolution guide, and here's where we're going to be starting the whole programming stuff. So, assuming we have Docker running in the background, just make sure everything's good, everything's running well. You're going to download these two files. The web right here, which will automatically give you this file, download it wherever you want, as long as you have it open in the desktop, whatever. Keep this zipped. Keep this zipped as it is. Now the third one, this one, a copy of this GitHub, it will transfer you to this website right here. Go to the code and click download zip. Once you have that downloaded, make sure to extract it. Once you have extracted, open it up, click on this again, and this folder right here is what's important and does the magic. So as it says here, it says put gcdevo src zip here. We're gonna take that zipped file, put it right in there, and then at the bottom, there's going to be something called run docker. Make sure it's the batch file. There's another one here. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but just click this one that has the batch file. I want to emphasize to make sure that Docker is running in the background. So we have this running now, and I will come back when it's done, because after it's done, that is where everything kind of like forms together. So you're just going to keep going and going and going, and I'll be back when that's done. Unfortunately, my CapCut hates me, and I have to basically pick up where the terminal left. So, as you already know, the last clip I just showed, the terminal was up here, it got done, and I just clicked the button and then went away. Alright, now we're back to the unpacking devolution master. Go back to the same file that you had to put the zip file into, which is this one. Click it, an output folder should be created. When you click this, it'll show an apps folder. This is the file you want. So you drag that out. You don't really need that file anymore. And this is the apps file now. This is the file you need. Now, insert your SD card from your Wii to the computer. Now, of course, I already have my Wii SD card out and into the computer. We're going to drag these files into the apps. And when you drag them, these two files will be added on into the apps file. So, as I click here, I already have them here. And then after that, you're basically done with the programming part, and we're going to go back to the Wii. So, I'll see you there.
All right, so I'm gonna try my best here and record this as I can. So we're back at the Wii. Make sure the SD card is on the Wii. Now you're gonna go to the USB loader GX, or let's go to the homebrew actually. Now remember I said you needed a GameCube controller. This is where it comes in handy. For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason the Wii remotes will not work in controlling it. So, assuming you have Pokemon Box and Pokemon Bonus Disc Colosseum or whatever, this new program will be downloaded onto your homebrew, which is the Evolution Cracked and the Evolution Keygen. We're just going to use the Evolution Cracked for now. When you click that, you're going to hit load. So we're going to wait that for it to open. This screen pops up. Now, you don't have to worry about the no memory card because every single data is going to be saved on your SD card. So that doesn't really matter. Over here, it says press X to mount USB drive, Y to mount SD. Obviously, this can work in both USB and SD, but we have SD cards. So we're going to press Y. Once we press Y with the GameCube, remember, it won't work with the Wii remote, only GameCube for some reason. Now, you're going to see select game. And now, using the D-pad on the GameCube control, we're going to hit Pokemon Box. Or Pokemon Colosseum XD, as in the bonus disc. Sorry about the background. So now that's open. Now it should work. So if I go to Box, as you see, it gives me this prompt. We're gonna go back to the Game Boy, and assuming you have a Game Boy and the adapter to connect it to the Wii, for the GameCube, we're gonna turn it back on, and it should work. As you can see, it does work. And of course, as we keep waiting, see how the Game Boy pops up with Box? Remember, this can only work with I believe Ruby, Sapphire, Leaf Green, and I don't know if Emerald. Now it's telling us to turn off the GBA, which I already did. And there we go. Boom. Now, of course, I did release a video on TikTok about the Jirachi, so make sure to go check that out. And I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.
Hopefully this guide was helpful enough for those who tried this out. To be honest, I'm not an expert on this, nor can I really be as helpful if you run into problems. I would definitely suggest trying to reaching out to the two I shouted out earlier in the video for more extra help. If anything, I'll link their YouTube channel in the links below. That way you're able to be able to do everything with them. But point being, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this guide was helpful, even a little bit, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Bye bye.